What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so look here. Man, it did not take long for Al-Kadimi to get in there and start whipping stuff into shape. But you know what? There's a lot of chitter chatter going on with Iraq. There really is. I'm really excited about the fact that the IMF, the UN, and Mike Pompeo, the United States, want to get over there and start helping Iraq do something with the bases that are there, dealing with ISIS. But more importantly, I like one of the subject matters is let's see what we can do to help you out with your financial crisis. Man, every time I see that, I just can't help but feel positive about what's going to happen. So let's not, pre-evacuate, evaluate on our all over with our dinar here, you guys. So let's hang tight. You know what I mean? Well, let's get into the news, all right? So, disclaimer, I am not an attorney, a tax advisor, or a financial advisor. Please consult with real professionals. The following is my opinion and my opinion only, based on my own research and not divine messages coming into my head from so-called pathetic word. I will share the information I find with you and will encourage you to read or listen to the information so that you can form your own opinion. So there's what I do with that a lot of other people I notice don't do, and that is I share the articles that I usually go over with you guys so that you can read and form your own opinion. But I also open up dialogue on the bottom there for discussion so we could go back and forth. We don't always agree on everything, but I do like the fact that we do, have open dialogue. There's a lot of people with some great ideas, a lot of people that are very knowledgeable. Okay? Just like always, before and once the video is done, if you don't mind, please like and share the video. I don't have a problem with it. People don't have to ask that no more. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so. It helps out the channel, and it's much, much appreciated. So what's going on here? Oh, yeah, well, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, come join us on Facebook. I have a Facebook group with the same name as my YouTube channel, Pimpy's Investment Chat. And we talk about everything in here from the Iraqi dinar to the Vietnam dong, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. So I will leave a link in the description. Just follow it and come and join us. Speaking of cryptocurrencies, man, I showed you this, guys, in the last video and told you that Bitcoin had just hit 9,900. Look at this. They're almost up to 10,000. I told you guys they were going to go on a run. We got Bitcoin halving coming up. There's a lot of pumping going on. I'm happy because I got a ton of Ethereum. All right. So the more it's slow creeping, but it's still going up there. XLM has been super impressive to me. When I was telling everybody about it, it was 5 cents. So it's over 150% of where it was. That's one heck of a return, man. It's really impressive to me. Also, XRP is doing a kick butt job. I think when I was talking about it, it was around 17 or 18 cents. Now it's up to 22 cents. Yeah, but, I know there's some bigger things getting ready to happen with Ethereum. So that's why I've moved most all of my coins into Ethereum, who manages to be moving at the pace of snail. But it's still going up. But Bitcoin, very impressive, man. Very impressive. It's about to break that 10,000 plateau. Let's see what happens. Again, for the 52-week average, they're past the halfway mark. We know we know Bitcoin halving's coming up within the next 5 to 6 days here. We'll see what happens. I still can't help but feel like if Bitcoin doesn't get up there where it need to be, it's more costly for Bitcoin miners to mine the coin than it is to just go ahead and continue. So the reward, in order for it to be rewarding, they have to be up there around $16,000. Will they get there? I don't know, man. It looks like they're making a run for it right now. And I told you when they make that run for it, they'll drag up the other coins with them. And sure enough, this is what's happening. And I believe the last time we did this was in 2017, and Bitcoin shot up all the way up to $20,000. You guys know that story. Okay, anyways, if you guys want to buy cryptocurrencies, there is a link in my description. Please follow it. If you do follow it, it will give you $10 just for following the link. After you're signed up, if you scroll down just a little bit, there's a little blue box there that says earn more cryptocurrencies. Let's get into Iraq. What is going on there? Man, look at this. So, they always have that transfer of power, so to speak, but we're it's everywhere. So anyways, here's what's going on. Prime Minister Kadimi discussed with former Prime Minister Mahdi a number of files. A government source told the Iraqi news agency today, Thursday, that Al-Kadimi visited with Mahdi and the two sides discussed a number of files, including the peaceful and smooth transfer of power, continued cooperation and benefiting from experiences, Mahdi expressed his wishes for Kademi and his cabinet for success, congratulating his government on the conference of the House of Representatives. He added that the two sides also discussed the completed files and the others in the process of completion within the previous government's program, and the continuation of cooperation in the interest of the people. So, one of the things that's not on here, I did read on another article, is right off the get-go, Kademi asked him about some investigations that have been going on into corruption. So everybody knew when this guy got in office, he was not going to waste no time. Don't be surprised over the next couple months you don't see a mass slew of arrests, a draining of the Iraqi swamp, if you will. Okay, so we're seeing everybody, this is one of the reasons why Alawi, Zurfi, and Kademi were having some problems at first, because everybody knew that these people were absolutely pro-American, anti-Iranian puppets. So let's see where it goes. They're after the corruption. Okay, what else is going on here? So Erbil and Baghdad come up with proposals to solve the water financial entitlements. So look here, a meeting today of high delegations of the look. Let's put it this way: the Kurds have been coming there for the past few weeks, wanting to make sure that all their ducks in a row, making sure that this new government is going to come up with some kind of or honor the agreement, honor their constitutional laws. So it looks like them that there are the spokesman and the deputy head of the region government told the news regarding content for a meeting. In addition to clarifying information and documents and exchanging them between the two parties, they reached a number of proposals as solutions to the issue of oil rights and financial benefits of the region. Now, this is weird because there was an article for 2018 I was reading about the G20 summit. And in there, they kept talking about a global currency reset. And I was like, well, this is interesting. I mean, it didn't touch on it very much, but the fact that it even said those words, and a big part of it was the fact that they felt like the demand for oil over the next couple years is going to drop. How ironic. And that they would have to come up with a new plan, a new way on how they would handle oil. And so it was just interesting to me because we're not going to be just moving back into the gold standard. You're going to be seeing a global currency. Look, in order for there to be a NISERA and a GISERA, if you haven't seen my videos, I encourage you to do so. I've done 3 parts and I'm not done. It makes sense. They all make sense to me. In order for there to be a NISERA or a GISERA, you're going to have to go back to the gold standard or an asset-backed currency. But you can't just do that only. In there was a lot of chat about a currency reset, a global currency reset. And because of all the unfair trade deals that were going on at the time that seemed to be getting corrected, in order for everybody to be on a level playing field, you must revalue the currencies. There's a global currency reset. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to happen. When is another story. When it comes to Iraq, I think Iraq is part of a bigger picture. You guys heard me say this many times. Look, there's got to be a reason why they pumped out 55 trillion dinars. Why? Why so much dinar? 9% of the people in Iraq, only 9% have a bank. Less than 5% of that currency is in country. So why so much out there? I really, me and Nathan has kicked this back and forth, and we can't help but think of it this way. It seems to me that Iraq is going to play some kind of, poor man's Federal Reserve dollar. We'll see, but it's very interesting because there is a lot of chat going on that's regarding Iraq. Don't be surprised here if you don't see a quick move in on all the ISIS fighters that are. Look, there's a lot of cleaning up getting ready to happen, and it's going to happen quickly. Trump's looking for re-election. It makes sense to me that if you're going to do re-election, and if there ever was a president that had control of this, then why wouldn't he do this now? Trump is in the right place at the right time. If he wants to re-kickstart the economies around the world, go in there and do what you can with a quick strike force, take out ISIS as much as possible. Go in there and start helping clean up all of the corruption. Iran is no longer, well, I'm not going to say no longer, they're not anywhere near as big a threat as they used to be. Okay? This is the best time right now to revalue the currency, man. Do you guys agree with me? Let me know. Hit the thumbs up button. All right, let's keep going on over here. So, a new cabinet holds its regular session today, Thursday, headed by the PM himself, Al-Kadhimi. All right, so I don't know, man, there's like this weird vibe around Iraq right now that feels good. And I'm not just talking about the currency. Don't get me wrong. I want the currency to revalue. Who doesn't want to have that financial freedom? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for the people, man. I'm really pumped for the people. And I'm hoping this becomes contagious in a way that all of a sudden Yemen, Libya, Syria, all these people. Look what happened in Venezuela, man. They try to take out Maduro, all right? So, don't be surprised if the same thing doesn't happen in Syria with their leader. Look, let's get in some people voted by the people for the people. Those poor countries have been suffering way too long. The council was headed today and Thursday for the first session by our Prime Minister, Al-Kadhimi. So, on Iraqi TV news flashes that the cabinet held its session headed by the Prime Minister. So congratulations, he's in there. It's installed. Finally. Of course, whoa, these are the big dogs, man. These are the guys you want to have in your corner. The Saudi leadership congratulated the Iraqi Prime Minister on its occasion of forming its government. So the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Azlaba, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to try to read it. A message congratulating Kadhimi, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Iraq, on the occasion of forming a new government under his chairmanship and winning the confidence of the House of Representatives in the Republic of Iraq. So the king and the king's son, all right, they are reaching out to Iraq and the PM and letting them know congratulations. But there are some big deals getting ready to happen between Saudi Arabia and Iraq here real soon. And trust me, this is definitely, I smell Trump behind a lot of what's getting ready to happen. So cross your fingers. This looks like the time that Iraq might start finally blowing up economically, man. Finally, man. Al-Kadhimi takes over his primership from his predecessor, Kadhimi. I don't know if I'm offensive, but offended by that. Okay, anyways, so this is nothing new. We talked about this a little bit before. Look, it's a smooth transfer of power. All right. Look, here we go. Pompeo calls Al-Kadhimi and informs him Washington's aspiration for strategic dialogue. Yes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are 3 meetings within a 2-month span with the U.S. and the UN over there in Iraq. As you guys know, we are waiting for UN to go ahead and pull the trigger. All right, so let's watch and see what happens. U.S. Secretary Mike Pompeo on Thursday informed Iraqi Prime Minister Kadhimi of Washington's desire to have a strategic dialogue with Baghdad. The statement by Al-Kadhimi's office said that the latter received a phone call from Pompeo, who congratulated on the occasion of the formation of the new government and the winning of the confidence of the House of Representatives. Pompeo has reiterated his country's keenness to stand with the Iraq government to overcome the effect of the economical crisis, I know what you're thinking, the same thing I am. All right, you guys, change the damn currency. And to aspire to conduct a strategic dialogue between the two countries. All right, so here we go. Great things are happening. That's a great first step for Iraq. The Prime Minister is in there. The cabinet is in there. I think there's only three seats missing. I don't think that's going to make a difference at this time. I think the United States is ready to move forward. They want to make sure the ducks in a row. All right, you guys. Finally, they put on their big boy chonies. They have kicked off the training wheels. It looks to me like Iraq is finally ready to join the world all over again. Anyways, hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. It's looking pretty good. I know it's only day 1, but I'm just glad he's in there. Let's see what happens from there.